this, and then I'll shut up. This keeps bringing back more and more and more,
Yeah,
you know, and
we'd
I
be here all
shouldn't be
day.
dominating. Anyway, started to lose track of that. What was I going to say?
Seize your moment.
Okay, well, I'll go back to the second one I was going to say about it. Okay? We love to fish, and this was during the war, okay? Dad was overseas.
World War II.
And my grandfather was still alive, okay? He died in 46, I think it was.
Yeah.
So anyway, he and Ma had taken Kenny and I, and I'm trying to think, I don't think my mom was there. She was doing something else. Anyway, we all went out to a pit that wasn't Greasy Dick, because somebody asked me about that. It was straight down that road and off to the left, because Grandpa liked that one. Well, we caught a mess of fish. We also caught a great big turtle, but that was another story. But anyway, we're coming back, and Kenny and I were wanting some fish. And Ma says, well, I'm just too tired. I'm not going to cook fish tonight. Get something else. And so Pa says, well, you know, you boys get up here in the morning, you can have fish for breakfast. Don't be late. I said, okay. So my next memory, and this is really my first time I remember Kenny or any of my history at all. We're getting up in the morning, and we were in the same room. I said, come on, Kenny, it's time to go. You know, we got to go get breakfast before they eat it all. And he said, okay. So we go out, and it's dark. And we lived about maybe 3 blocks away from Ma's house. Gravel roads, right? So I'm on my tricycle. And Kenny's standing, you know how you have those 2 seats? He was standing behind it, holding on to my shoulders. And I'm trying to get this damn tricycle to go. We got to Ma's house. No idea what time it was. So we started beating on the door. Well, Ma comes to the door. Says, what are you doing? I said, we're here for breakfast. She says, do you have any idea what time it is? And we says, Pa said not be late. and she, you know, Ma started to tell us, you know, go in, lay down, you know, it's too early. And Pa said, and it's one of the few things I remember about, he says, Bessie, those boys have worked hard. You fix them some fish now. And I think it was like probably 1 o'clock in the morning. You know? Yeah. And then the big problem was, we're sitting there eating our fish, having a good time, you know, and everything else. And then later as it went on, all at once, Mom realized we weren't in the house. And she was ready to turn out the police and everybody else because she didn't know what had happened to us. And she came up. But that's my earliest memory of Mulberry, of me and Kenny. And that's, like I say, you know, our memory only goes back so far, but that's something bad.
I do have a story about being